After spending more than 3 years trying to establish a mighty poultry farm, with a number of setbacks, Paul Ediu couldn't give up but rather had a great vision, a vision of bringing the farm into reality. In a radio talk show dubbed Face the Nation on TBS Radio in Soroti City, where youth matters about culture, leadership and mindset are being talked about, where Paul was once invited for a talk show, we decided to pay a visit at his farm located about 3 kilometers from Soroti town center. The farm sits on an area of more than 3 acres of land and has more than 5,000 birds. We were received on the farm with great hospitality but under tight security measures, as we had to disinfect ourselves before setting foot into the farm to prevent spreading diseases. We were later able to interact with him and got to know more about his work and how he does it. Here is his story.
Yeah, to our viewers, this is our first edition of the TESO Face the Nation Extra, and this is our first farm visit. And today we are visiting one of our hosts, and that is Mr. Edil Paul, one of the CEOs of what you're seeing behind us, one of the modern organized poultry houses or poultry farms in Soroti and in Teso. We are here today because we want him to take us through the steps, the considerations, and the inspiration that gave him the energy to begin what you are all seeing here. As we continue, he's going to take us through the process of one, brooding the chicks, two, feeding them, three, vaccination, then the other maybe possibly the transfer from the brooding house to the laying house now as we wait and see the product. So you're welcome, sir. Yes, please.
Thank you so much. I welcome all of you to Teach Poultry. It's a very inspirational place that I welcome each and every one of us, more so the youth. This place is welcome to all of us to learn because we are taking an initiative to show the rest of Teso motherland what to be done in a right way and everything to be done in a correct way. So please, we are all welcome to our place here.
Yeah, so Paul, I want you to tell us, when did you begin this project? Like, how long ago from the time of acquiring the land,
Yes.
making sure the toilets are in place? Because I see, man, this place is so organized. So maybe we need to understand, is it something that you did in a week, in a day, or hours? How long has it taken you to put up this very beautiful, organized site?
That's a very interesting question.
Yeah.
I like it, but honestly speaking, if I told you that this place here started very many years ago, that's about 10 to 15 years. You will not
Wow,
accept.
wow. 10 years?
Yeah,
That
10
is
years
long.
to
That's
about to 15 years. That is when this place started. Why I'm saying so, it is started with an idea.
Okay.
It is started with an idea. So, and like anything else, there is nothing that does not start with an idea. It is starts from an idea that you come now to put it into reality. Yeah, it takes a lot of discipline, just like yesterday I said, availability, discipline, resources, all those things when put together will bring you to this step here.
Sure.
So that's why I say it started more than 10 years ago.
So the actual site breaking, like the construction and then pitching of the security system. I've even seen some cameras around, man. The
Yes.
security here is very tight.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. This project here, when you want to benefit from it, like now for us who are going to commercial, you really need to be on point. Everything has to be tic-tac, the security surveillance and what have you, you have to monitor from wherever you are that things are going on well. So that is why we've gone to this extent that have security surveillance in the poultry houses. Also we have security surveillance because we are human beings. We are human beings. You know, human beings sometimes when they see a mamela polo no to maboisi mamkwesi de podo kitos. So ija joking ada, you should be able to monitor them. When you see something, like for me, I monitor this through my phone. When I'm not here, I'm in touch with them. Through my phone, I can see anything. So when I see something that is not going on wrong, going on well, I can call immediately and instruct them, and they should know that they are monitored at any time. Even in the night when I wake up, I lose sleep,
Yes.
I get to this, I watch, see everything going on there.
So even if a chick died, you're able to see that this one is not moving well.
Exactly.
So in the morning, by the time you come in the morning to do the census, you're able to say, yesterday I was able to at least see there was 1 or 2 chicks that were not lively and interactive the normal way that you've always known.
Are not active. What is the problem?
Wow.
Yes.
That's
So
good.
that is when you take the keen interest.
So besides the security of the premises or the property, the cameras also help you do the monitoring of the behavioral atmosphere of the chicken, the chicks, and all these things. Wow, that's a good one. So I think it's something that we need to really consider, that in everything that you do, security should be one thing that you consider. Regardless of what investment you're doing, the security is very key, because besides watching the security, you're able to monitor, you're able to be in touch with the project, and I think that's a good one.
that is
That's
true,
a good
because this kind of security
Yes.
brings you closer to your project at
At
time.
all time.
Yeah, at all time you'll be closer and you'll be monitoring. So that is what we said earlier on, availability.
Availability.
Yeah, availability. Yeah.
So as we go to our next point, we want to tell you that this is Stage Poultry Farm. We are located at Majengo, Soroti City, and we are in Teso, by the way. So I don't want you to think BJ Sara China, Mogadishu, Mam, Rene.
Biosecurity happens to be one of the major focus that one has to always look into when taking care of poultry birds. Pius advises farmers to always ensure that whatever they use to feed or provide water to the birds should always be cleaned thoroughly and left to dry under the sun to kill germs.
Emphasize on the hygiene, because there are certain diseases that we get from hygiene. You see that, like coccidiosis is also one of the diseases we get from hygiene. Oh, you see that. So after washing these things, we have to dry them, bring them to the drying rack here, so that they will be dried by natural sunlight. It also helps us clean some of the infections, you say, on all the germs, and also not just cleaning. It is not just cleaning and you bring them. You have to make sure that the inside of the drinkers has to be cleaned very well. The inside has to be cleaned very well. Like this one now is very clean. Yeah, it is very clean, because there is water always all there all the time. So you find that there is a tendency of water, certain that remaining.
Staining.
Staining.
Yes.
So it has to be cleaned very well. Then also for down here, it is still the same thing. You see now this one is very clean.
Yes,
It is
yes.
very hard
For germs or any
for
dirt to
germs.
stay there.
Yes, exactly. So you have to make sure that it's cleaned very well and inside all there. This is very clean. So we emphasize this. Then even also at any time, what I do, I come during my free time. I come and sample and pick a few of them and
Yes.
check. And
Know that I've done a
yes,
diligent job.
exactly, and see that we are moving on well. With
So,
everything.
when you're cleaning these things, does anyone just need to use water, or there is a special detergent that you need to use to keep the drinkers disinfected at all times, or you have to have a particular detergent?
We use liquid soap.
Liquid soap.
Liquid soap.
Okay.
It is advisable to use liquid soap, but also if you can wash very well with only water, it can also help. But for us, we don't really want to take advantage or to take chances.
Yes,
We want to
yes,
do
yes,
the
yes.
right things the right way at the right time.
Yes.
So we make sure we clean our drinkers here very well.
Wow.
Yeah, you see, they are really very clean.
I see.
So these are our drying racks, where after cleaning, we bring them to the drying racks.
So
here.
besides this very seems very modern drying rack, what other options of racks can you advise a layman out there who would want to begin a poultry farm? Where can he be able to hang his own drinkers if at all somebody began something like this?
One can improvise.
Yes.
One good thing for us here in Africa, we can improvise. We have a lot of trees there. You can split and make your own good rice.
Etadalo.
Itadalo.
Yes.
Yeah. Pero just some of the itadalo. Mero poni alo de. Pero
Yes.
the pekan kina kito.
Aito. Because I
Aito.
thought be a chepa kido kote wire. Mama ito iso maite.
Mam chutere wire boy.
Okay.
Ipedo rije tosoma kitode. Ibore ni tosoma so wire pekaki. Nare do kwanjen bojo no town. We also want the place to be green. So we can't cut the trees. So ngesi itosomani.
So besides the drink as being clean, what about the compound ni bought or a kokore? What emphasis should somebody put? I learn a compound na kokore. Nara iche sana, nara bananjo be kokdiosis is sourced out from that environment. Akis follow, it also touches bala neighbor kata ne kwa no ngara araitu tumayabo is to be a jokone tonga na epita kore anara
mam chuta jokona. Ara ne piboye jetungana. Mame jokona boy city ni gasi.
Yes.
Akokore ilu are living organisms. Okay. Are living. Yes. So balondi tunga. So we need a very clean compound. Kati kopani so ne ijaitunga na neja kaitili ganga kitsa keswa merange setale compound.
Aitala boy city.
Aitala boy city. Akwenyu nutupuru cha anyu nubela abo city. Nesa so amoke. So abo city ekotolai. Nare like kinga ne idumuni joda ilo mari tumangi dilai. Nari mina vencha kuna chiga siyo kinga ne o yangari tumangi. So
etongana lilosa borolo. Gitara kele pi abo istina.
Gitara kina.
So aso msina ile jasi.
Jaso msine. Etwene lo seti borolo kwesi liso maite.
So maite toma.
Doje erake swamo na compound.
Keep the place clean.
Alaro bon.
I
regara piari.
That's good.
Nyo.
Pius has also taken advantage of the region being hot and has installed a number of solar panels to help him power his farm 24 hours in a day. And he says it has assisted him a lot as it is cheap and reliable.
Generate power through solar.
Through solar power.
Yes. Ikaja kina kujula ikaja tari. Okay. Solar panels. So we generate akimane kede solar. Nara ina boy city na era boy city ne kotaki moja isana kere. Power should be there 24/7. Oni tenso ne mwana kolongodoi. So iganga kitoni.
Yes.
So yesido apota ngiriki.
So the most important thing
na solar.
Bore pola kere is power should be constant.
Power should be constant.
Kotobere tungana le kota ipita kokoro misik nini.
Power should be
constant. Constant.
Ikotojo ipiti akokore na itabari. Iboroka tangune kotoja anyoni you put them into place. Nara ido kwane mamaki makere kware kwa debeti mianya makware kere anukwesa polo ndobodo bie. Okay. I tell you. So ngese kotora kimoja isana kere, and that's why we opted for solar.
With water being the major necessity in the poultry farm, Pius has also ensured that he has stable running water at his poultry farm with water tanks for storage.
This is national water we are using at the moment, but we intend to drill our own water so that it will be available at all times.
Okay, so someone needs to consider to have water on site.
Water should be there
to avoid the bills and so forth.
Yes, exactly. And you know, the birds consume a lot of water because on hot days like this, they also drink a lot of water. Take a lot of water. Okay. Yeah, they take a lot of water. Kopan Berejavans at 1 month, but they take water like about almost 200 liters a day.
200 liters a day?
Yes.
That is on the high end?
Yeah.
And that's on the high end.
Yeah. So water has to be there all the time.
So besides water and security, what is another essential thing that you need here?
At the farm here, we need also like we use charcoal briquettes. We use briquettes. Yeah. Because there are days we use gas. Yeah, we use gas for heating. There are days that is extremely cold that we supplement the heat with the briquettes. And our briquettes have really proved to be very good for us because even they are very cost effective. Okay. The briquettes are very cost effective. So in a night we change.
So apparently you don't use charcoal.
We don't use charcoal. We use briquettes and gas. Yes, totally.
That's good.
Good enough. We have some briquettes here also. You know, the boys organize always. Yeah. So these are briquettes.
So this is what you use for Itomania Otomani.
Okay.
How often do you use it?
Every night.
Every
night. Then also during daytime, Like now during daytime, the gas is off, so it is basically the briquettes that we're using for warming. Yeah, there is a certain maximum and minimum temperature that has to be observed in the brooder.
So is there a way you monitor the heat?
Yes,
and the temperatures inside the farm?
Yes, we have temperature.
Wow, you have thermometers.
Yeah, we have
Oh.
temperature gadgets inside.
Okay.
Gadgets are there.
That's a good one. So this is really preparation. So how much do you spend on a sack of briquettes? If anyone else wanted to possibly supply you some or begin production, or equally wants to switch from charcoal or electricity to briquettes, how much do you cost?
One
Do you
bag.
spend?
One bag costs us 70,000.
70,000. And how long do you use this one bag?
This one bag is still we're still using it now. We're getting to 2 weeks when we're still having this.
One bag?
Yes,
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Wow.
Then
Compared to charcoal?
Charcoal is very expensive and it burns very fast.
Very fast.
Yes.
So the ideal is the briquettes.
The briquettes.
Wow, that's the knowledge.
Yeah,
That's
briquettes are good.
Yeah. So what is in this building?
This is our brooder. That's why you see even the briquettes are just next to the doorway.
Okay.
Yes.
So they are meant to be spent inside here.
Yeah,
So this is where the chicks and the chicken.
the chicks.
As explained earlier by Pius, biosecurity should be one of the major focus. Before we took a move inside the brooder house, we had to disinfect and sanitize ourselves, and through the company of one of the workers, together with Pius, we were able to look through and learn a lot out of the team.
This gentleman here, by name is Onyango George, is the gentleman who is in charge of chicken operations here. So he's the one doing all that, and we're very grateful with him. We're very lucky. We have a very skilled gentleman with him. So he does all the work. When I'm not around, I'm very comfortable. I know the place is in good hands.
So this is a schedule for vaccination.
Yeah.
Procedures taken.
Yes, exactly. So we have this all in place. In fact, everywhere we have this hand, so that even when you're moving around the compound, you can look at it from anywhere. And you remember that I'm supposed to. Exactly. Like tomorrow, we have a vaccination tomorrow. On Sunday tomorrow. We have the young birds are supposed to undergo vaccination. The Combro and the Gumboro. Gumboro. Yeah, Gumboro. They are supposed to have that tomorrow. Yeah. So that is why we have the chance.
And then there's spraying, eye drop,
and then drinking water. But we shall use drinking water.
So these are options of how to dispense.
Yes, how to dispense. Yeah. Then also we have here for the body weight.
Yes. How to portion fits.
Yes, exactly. Also
And then vaccination.
So this also helps you check whether the birds are being fed well, because every other 1 week that passes by, you have to weigh and find out their weight. So the range is like you see, at least by week one, it should be ranging from 73 to 77 grams. You see that? So this helps also guide us a lot whether the chicks are overweight or underweight.
Because underweight has an effect.
Yes.
Overweight has an effect.
But it's better to have overweight than underweight.
Wow,
Yes.
wow. This is knowledge we don't get from outside. So this is water.
Yeah.
And then I see gas.
Yes.
In your bowl, aswam a gas cylinder.
A gas cylinders provide us with the gas for warming the birds. Yes.
So this is the other option besides the briquettes.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Or charcoal.
Yes.
So if someone is not able to access briquettes and charcoal, he can improvise with gas.
You can improvise with the gas.
Wow.
And why
So
also
the other question is, how cost effective is gas compared to the briquettes?
Briquettes, gas is really very expensive.
Okay.
It is really expensive. But also, why we opt for it, because it helps us. Regulation is very simple.
It's consistent.
Yes, regulation. So you can regulate it easily. Either raise it or reduce it. Yes, or lower it.
So what challenge do you have with the briquettes when it comes to managing the heat?
The heat.
The regulation.
And the problem that we have when it comes to rejuvenation, when it has fully caught up and the temperature has gone high, how to reduce it becomes a challenge.
So you have to either carry it out,
Reduce
the charcoal,
reduce or pour water. But for these ones here, you just reduce it from the low and the heat comes down.
So that is one thing that we need to have in mind, that having a poultry house or poultry farm needs sacrifice. Because I'm imagining how you're waking up in the middle of the night to come and check whether the charcoal is overheating, or apparently somebody has to be awake through the night, like a chick itself.
As the charcoal or the briquettes have been burnt on,
Yes,
you see that. But for gas, you can just, it is steady. Yes, it will be there. Only that you have to be mindful about the temperature.
So this water supplies
the
brooder.
Yes.
Then the gas supplies equally the heat.
Yeah, wow. Yeah.
So this is where the chicks are.
Yeah.
This is where the gold is.
Exactly.
What has brought us here, the bosses of this place.
And that is why we are all here. We are all here because of these bosses of ours.
We are now going to Awanyuno a project elope. Eiponelo epolotori miyoi, eiponele darere, eponele jare famu. Ne narjona ite araiberne ni kinga. Wolo itembo kitotori itungalwa tej. A farm la tej poultry ane osoroti teso ngesi jayoni. So ilomari kwa naso kelesi anyun eiponelo darere do akokorei arabanati miyoi. Feel the change of the temperature. It's not like it was from outside. Etengobala a jala mane mot. Akespolo amwanu sungin na ya autosi abreket keda sigirin lo etengolu etenge jasa sigirin ine. So eipone bodani jena jobe amwanu noi ara le
Eja tatari so temperature guns in the thermometers, in other words, the just table you know, the table company.
Is that one of them?
Yes, 33.3 degrees. So itejo kopani in Neroni,
Yes.
it is 33.8 degrees Celsius. So these thermometers help us, guide us a lot on the heat. And so iwanyu seja chakunu kwa then around yatakina mwani sitoma.
Kiari
kuju, then we have to reduce boba.
Which means week 2 we are on week 1.
Week 1. So
maybe week 1 day 3 we are not bad, because you have to be having a temperature. It's supposed to be on 32.
On 32. So 33 is not bad.
It's not bad.
Okay. So is this the gas line for heat?
yes.
They are not using this one.
Okay. This is the gas line.
So mamu kwa iso maete tosamawe gas.
There is not much heat that is needed.
Wow.
So that is why the gas is off.
So besides the line of gas, I see another line. Inyobo aswamanda.
This is the water line. Right now, this one is a water line. The Masata Rukesa Kipi. Masata Rukesa Kipi. So, a better drinker say connecting aikine table ya kipingun.
So kwa boro kwa ne losta yokinga. Ngesa bete jaunu na kipiane.
Ebete jaunu na kipiane.
Raicha bungeso automatic.
Era automatic ba. Tetere da kipeja sisana kere mama kipenge da.
Mambe koto jo abune ragweta ina
agweta ki.
Raido kesa long
ni beda una kipi anwe yataki. Achepa kanati jejo so akipe kono jasi sana kere.
Bukunos do kesi toro so line no bone.
Line no bone, soli bobo line no da bone. So ijatata rukopani water line is only ejatata. So drinkers da mtu the number of drinkers da mtu.
So how many of these outlets do you have in one line?
In one line, we have about 30. Yeah, we have about 30 tables. It's even more than 30.
So this one reduces a corioni esa walo abunira ibuka kipi and drinkers tepaka yobunira ke risk nguru ya chaka ne betale mara ngasio kina ubujo to make the infection na tiba mijeli da ba da unusaki kisani eba tomorrow jo nyo kwa so iganga kiti dogo for you to have this automated water system helps a lot mama kipemedasi nari borolo koto space kipini kuno imiyo idu uko pale mcheo nini imiyo idu era ile kumini lupolu yes but lukumini wow it has taken us 3 years ikari to reach this point of your farm wow nara apotageutu ekede no mama tafali anwadu duka boisi eno mama tafali ne itutungo bunja corona da dungu togolo pelo this very good bunja corona dungu then you are not even wow you tell you but so, the dream had to continue mama pala eno mama tafali na sota trear asota geuna iduk etosomari kere itutungo jama tafali ni kweli so etosomo farmer ne era ilu kumiliare 2000 but in total how many trips or how many groups did you use? Because I remember the first time Mamato Fadin we sold it, we had 60,000. 60,000? Yes, I bought a normal. Wow. So it was just attacking on the 2,000. So these buildings are worth about 70,000. You put the rebel down or see that. A normal table also more 15,000. Wow. 60 plus 2 plus 15,000. Wow, that's like around 77,000 bricks. Wow. I see a partition in it. Just give me a check out in our power shall. Oh, so that's like 1 month by and 2 weeks. Okay. Last week na ngonet that was on 27. Ili mujo iya utorisolu aibodo iya utotoresi miyo ilu Kampala lira aibo bukesibiri imiyo ilu era imiyo ilu no mutosokina ne baka Europe akwapo na Turkey. Oh, Turkey. That is Istanbul. In fact, Istanbul alone. So these are white people. Hey, Turkish nationals. How did you come a passport? These are Turkish nationals. Turkish. So why did you opt to pick the Turkish than pick the local breeds? So why did you opt for Turkish? The commercial farmers serious mamoni honest. Ejaiche boro lebe na eroko ikorora vaccines lebe ejaikin eroko akorione dumuna. Okay. Mamche oni jaikin. Yanarji miyo after 2 days. Iteja kirot kata. Osodi bodogo screening screening a parental stock anyude. Imame adisi deka ne kora roto maurian ne koko. Okay. Iteja. So this is parent stock. Mamon. Like Mamon ile parent stock. Nare mamon di insoma breeding. Okay. Uto ni just anwa bay. Yes. Do you have any plans to have parent stock in future? Mame bere plan imoni. Koberja urabe. Era urabe. Nara do kwani wanyone woke sokoni lo teso ani. Era ino abe yese polebe. Wow. Do bobo abe kwesino ekadito so no sokoni woko lo teso ani. Yesi do kwani jari do toma abe production. Egg production. Yeah. Wow. So are you going to show us this other side? Ilomari kwano ni na. Ilomari kwano ni na.
Kedebodo da weighing scale no.
Oh,
Eh,
anoipima
and
inyama tara be weight lo imiyo to.
erailo anwepima weight lo imiyo.
Okay.
Angini sabiti be dia kamuni miyo te pika kine you sample ara kwata tara kwata. You osodo ja dum average weight.
Average weight.
Yes, osodo ja anyun kede chati no nani du anyun nano no.
Vaccination,
Yes,
nyama,
they be ajay mo ijay so a job
Ara
ara
mama.
mama. So iganga kiti no da so no. Ane